Welcome to another edition of Coffee, Eggs and Inspiration. This is a cooking video. In this edition, I'm going to be cooking the perfect Wagyu steak. Let's go. Okay, so we're about 2 hours away from the cook, and the first thing to do is to take the steaks out and let them come up to room temperature. At the same time, I'm going to salt and pepper them, so season them really thoroughly. And the salt is a way of drawing out the flavour to some extent. I'm using steak that's Wagyu steak that's cross between the Japanese Wagyu cow and Angus beef. Got them in the UK from Parson's nose, great butcher, and 3 steaks here, enough to certainly feed about 4 or 5 people, about 53 pounds, so what's that, about $75. So salting them on both sides here, and we'll do some pepper as well in a moment. Using freshly ground pepper and fleur de sel from Camargue. Okay, so I'm just going to let those sit, and we'll come back in a couple of hours to give them a cook. Right, bit of prep here. I'm just going to serve some pretty simple mushrooms and asparagus with this. The steak should really do the talking.
Hungry for the road all my life, thirsty for adventure all my youth, chasing all my freedoms down Liberty Avenue.
Okay, so what I'm doing to start with here is just taking a little bit of the fat off the beef here. I'll leave the middle one as is, and I've got that pan really as hot as I can get it, and I'm going to use the fat just to add some grease to the skillet, and that just gives it a bit more of a beefy flavour. Set that to one side. I've got my garlic and my butter ready to go, but I don't want to put them in quite yet. Should be enough room for all 3 here. Give them 90 seconds inside.
I get the feeling I need a little taste of home, home, home. I need a little taste of home. Home, home, home. Just a little taste of home. I need a little taste of home, 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 no matter where I go. A little taste of home, home, home. I need a little taste of home.
And just basting, lifting the butter onto the steak so it gets that buttery and garlicky flavour. Now we want to get those resting for at least 5 up to 10 minutes, 5 to 8 minutes would be perfect, and that just allows the juices, they're very fat, so it's very sort of marbly meat, so the fat kind of melts a little bit on the heat, but if you cut them open now, that will escape, so we want that to settle back into the sinew and the muscle, so that's the purpose of resting. Just going to give these a knob of butter, a little butter bath each as they sit. Just keep them moist, but also keep that buttery theme going. So, the ultimate taste test. I put the sauce on top, garlic around, we've got mushrooms and the asparagus, and it's a delicious buttery flavour, super tender. Really taste the beef, the beefiness of it. Absolutely delicious. Thanks for joining me and good luck with your Wagyu.